Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very interesting show, but before we even get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my name is Charles Tabansi. My handle is CTABANZ. If you want to follow the channel, Instagram, same name as the channel. And if you want today's full show before it comes out, it's streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. We have that pinned in the comment section below. Anyway, let me get into this story. So the number one story right now in the NBA is this altercation that took place on the court. I believe it was day before yesterday between the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? And everyone has kind of weighed in on it. I've heard a range of people weigh in on it. Yesterday, late last night, the NBA made its decision and they decided to suspend Draymond Green for 5 games, right? And some people were saying that's too much. Some people were saying that's enough. And some people were saying, nah, he needed to get more games. Even Kendrick Perkins, someone that kept it real in the situation, he said he believes Draymond was supposed to get 4 games. But as I was saying, a lot of people weighed in on it. And one of the people that weighed in on it was a former Minnesota Timberwolf. And Patrick Beverly. Y'all know Patrick Beverly from Chicago. He's always with the, he's always ready. He's always ready for the get down or whatever it is. So Patrick Beverly, whenever there's stuff like this on the court, he's always there ready to go. He's one of these guys that vehemently believes in protecting your teammates. He does that at all costs. I've seen him do that on multiple occasions. So he's not just somebody up there talking because it sounds good. I've seen him do that on multiple occasions where he comes to the defense of his teammates. I've seen that before. So Patrick Beverly is not just running his mouth for the sake of running his mouth. But anyways, I was saying a lot of people are reacting to this incident that took place on the court, and Patrick Beverly was one of them. And when he started reacting, he actually took a surprising angle he took a surprising stance on the situation where he actually went at the teammate of Rudy Gobert in this case and Karl Anthony Towns for not basically having the chutzpah or the courage or being soft for not defending his teammate properly and basically throwing Draymond Green in the chokehold. So for those of you who didn't hear what Patrick Beverly had to say, we want to quickly play what he had to say, and I want to come back and give you guys our thoughts. Take a listen to that there.
Man, I seen Draymond choke out of my today. Cat bogus as hell.
What?
No.
Cat's bogus?
Yeah, he bogus, man. Cat bogus, man. Straight up. And Ant was back there, too. And Draymond knew, too. Don't nobody like Rudy anyway. That was a perfect moment to do it. Like, that be choke Rudy ass.
And he did not let go.
No, a person choke you like that, don't let go. That was built up. But then I see Cat make a mean mug face like, but then you ain't doing shit. Choke Draymond back. So now, if I'm Draymond, I choke they center and they homies didn't do nothing. If we play y'all in the playoffs, no, Cat, I ain't worried about you. You didn't even help your homie.
So how can he rectify this?
Can't. So what? And you can't even try to get your get back. So what? The whole world I'm saying.
Thanks, Cat.
He in the game.
Oh, he's still playing? He didn't get...
He didn't do shit. Why would he get booed? He didn't do shit. Cat, nah, that. I taught you better than that.
So you heard what Patrick Beverly had to say there. Here are my thoughts on this. I understand what Patrick Beverly's saying, to be totally frank with you. I understand that. I understand what he's saying. He's like, listen, you see your teammate being choked out. Why are you just staying? He's like, why didn't you just go at the other? I totally understand that, because if this was something that maybe me and my friends are at the mall and somebody, throws me into a chokehold, bro, what are you doing? Like, jump on him too, right? So I totally understand that. Maybe in that moment, Karl Anthony Towns was trying to be the peacemaker. Maybe he wasn't trying to escalate the situation, because for sure, had he have done that, that situation would have been escalated. That is for sure. There's no way you're not going to throw Draymond Green into a headlock and then that's going to be the end of it, because if he did that to Draymond Green, then probably what would happen is Draymond would then try to respond. Or maybe other Golden State Warriors would have tried to respond, and then before you know it, you have a full-on brawl out there. Maybe he didn't want to take it that far. Maybe he wasn't thinking along those lines. Maybe Patrick Beverly is saying that, listen, in a moment like this, clearly sportsmanship and all of this stuff has been thrown out of the window, and now we got to defend whoever. Now, some people have kind of questioned Draymond Green, like Skip Bayless, by saying Draymond Green picks and chooses who he does these things to. There's some people he will do it to, and there are other people that he won't. Right? That seems to be the reputation. He goes to certain guys because he knows there'll be no real retaliation, But then when it comes time to go at the other guys, we never see it. I've never seen Draymond Green. As a matter of fact, I saw Draymond Green, kind of tussling for a rebound with Marcus Morris Sr. Marcus Morris Sr. threw him to the ground, looked right at him. Draymond Green stood up and started talking. That was it. There were no headlocks. There were no karate chops. There were no shoryukens. There were no roundhouses, no nut kicks, nothing like that. It was just a bunch of talking. But then if it's Jordan Poole, all of a sudden I'm going to turn into Muhammad Ali or turn into Floyd Mayweather, right? So there's some people that have issue with that. For me, listen, I think the situation between Klay Thompson and the other player whose name I can't remember right now was between them. I think Rudy Gobert was trying to be the peacemaker in that situation. I don't see him as someone who was trying to escalate it. I am not buying the thing of, oh, you only grab your teammate. I've seen situations where a fight breaks out on the court and people are trying to separate players. People are trying to separate other players. So I'm not going. I think that those are just people trying to justify the foolishness, for me. And for me, I think Draymond gets away with a lot of stuff, man. I think Draymond gets away with a lot of junk. A lot of junk on the court. And to me, the part I really can't understand is why the referees be allowing that's the part I don't. You would think Draymond Green is Michael Jordan. Draymond Green has so much pull with the referees that is actually inexplicable. Draymond can do almost anything he wants with the refs, and they seldom do anything. If Draymond was held to the standard that other players were held at, he would be getting suspended in more technicals more often. But for whatever reason, the referees have become immune to the antics on the court. Now, some people love it, but there's some people that hate it, and some of those people are actually Warriors fans. This is not me saying this. There are some Warriors fans that are actually still upset at Draymond Green for what happened in the finals in 2016. They're like, you cost us a championship with your antics. There's some people that felt that, again, going for another nut move. This time he tried to hit LeBron in his privates. I've never seen somebody target players as much as Draymond does in that particular region. And recently it happened to him and people were calling it karma, and all of a sudden he wanted to cry about it. And some people are like, of all the people, you're the one crying about this type of behavior when you're the architect, you're the grandfather of this type of behavior. So to me, listen, Patrick Beverly makes a point, but maybe Karl Anthony Towns was not thinking of taking it to that. He wasn't thinking of going that far with it, probably, right? Now, it's a different situation. If that happened in the hallway and then Karl Anthony Towns is doing that, then I can understand it. But maybe he didn't want to, because if he did that, I think that situation would have escalated. Now, some people, again, always love to see the foolishness. Some people love to see black dudes, especially black dudes. They always love to see the foolishness. They love it. It's like, yo, we gladiators. Watch them fight. They love it. They love it. I don't understand what it is. What's up with that? If you want so much action, go watch an action movie or go and roll in the arm and you get all the action you want. What is it with this thing of loving to see brothers go back and forth for I'm not talking about, I'm talking to brothers that do this. They know who they are. They always love some nonsense. Oh yeah, let's watch him go at him. Let's go at him. Oh, you saw what he said. You saw what he said. Oh, did he go back? Like, yo, cut it. What are we doing? Like, if we had this much fervor to start businesses and actually do positive things, then be so transfixed on I'm sorry, I'm calling it is what it is. We too in love with the BS. Too in love with it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, enough is enough. Like, why is that something to be like, man, it's just like, yeah, let's sit down and talk about. This is nothing. This is a nothing conversation. You know how they say small mind talks about things, average minds talk about people, great minds talk about ideas. There's no exchange of ideas. We're just talking about, oh, you saw what he did. Yeah, he was hard. On to the next. What did we accomplish? Absolutely nothing. I'm not feeling it. It's too much with the ignorant. I'm not feeling it. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please, like, we got to elevate at a certain point. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.